Hi everyone. Hi YouTube. Happy Saturday. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I did not get to do a little sound check on my headpiece today, but I think it's fine. My little one is sleeping in here, which is fine. He's used to the ruckus. But yeah, you guys, welcome back to the channel. All who's on here, all who will be coming on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All subscribers, old and new, and all the viewers. Hi, you guys. Welcome to our Saturday night for me live. Okay, you guys, how have you guys been? How has your week been? You guys, yeah, I don't like to talk about the week before we dive on in. Just do a little mental check with everyone, see how everybody has been. This week, y'all, has been it's been a good week overall, but we've gone through like the seasonal colds and all the things. Okay, you guys forgive the lighting today. I don't know, the lighting seems off to me today, but it is what it is. I think I might change it because it's like it's bugging my eyes. But yeah, you guys. So we've gone through a lot of colds this week, and like my neighbors, like they were going, they had a whole pneumonia situation. Like it's just been one of those weeks. And really and truly, it's around this time whenever it's like the rainy season out here in Tanzania. It's like you're gonna get either really sick or you're gonna be fine. And I'm happy that this time around, like the kids got had their colds and everything else like that, and I'm finally on it as well. But like we're doing okay. Where I can't complain too bad because there's been times, you guys, when I first moved out here, it's the strangest thing. Welcome to the live, you guys. Hello. Misuya, hello. Up Sanjay too. Hello, Dave Mathers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thumbs up the live, you guys, as you come on in. But yes, you guys, as we when we first moved out here, it's the strangest thing because in the States, I am not one to always to get sick like that. And being out here in Tanzania, first of all, when my daughter came, y'all, when my daughter came out here, she ended up having like this whole eye situation. Her eyes were blood red, okay, blood red. First of all, let's be polite. I will answer your questions when I get to them. And no, I do know of cricket, but I've never played cricket. Um, but yeah, so my daughter's eyes were blood red when she came out here, and it was because of the dust. It was so much dust, and in the States, I guess she was never around that much dust, and it was crazy. It was dust from the roads, and then as we been out here for some time now, going on 6 years, it's okay. It just came off really off to me, but it's okay, no worries. But no, I do not know about cricket. Do you play cricket? I've seen it. I think it's the thing with the bat on the floor, right? And the ball, or is it the one that you hit the tennis with? I don't know, but yeah, it seems like being here, although the food is much better here compared to the States, it's much healthier and everything. It seemed like we've developed, like, some people have developed allergies, some have gotten sick and stayed sick for long periods of time. And it's the craziest thing. Like, I've never been as sick as often as I am here than I was in the States. Like, it's the craziest thing. But, and we're not popping pills every 5 minutes or drinking all these cough syrups and stuff. We're doing, the natural remedies and things like that. So it just takes its time before it goes away. But yeah, so this week was definitely one of the weeks where I was not feeling it. I was just sick. I was not, I was coughing. I had the I had the tickle, all the things. But it's not too bad. I can't really complain. I've gone to the hospital or anything like that, and there's been a couple of people that I've known that have gone to the hospital because, and not knowing they have pneumonia and just different things. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful, even though I don't feel like 100%. I'm not like bad. And my kids are doing good too. So, and you guys, so they had this. So they last week was supposed to be their last week of school because they had the Easter. So if you celebrate Easter and all the good things, happy holidays to you. But yeah, so they actually had to go to school Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday because they had like this competition thing happening with the school, and they did really well. So I'm excited about that. I'm very happy about that. They came back with trophies and stuff like that. So I'm happy for them, you know. So that was my week, you know. Either I was under the weather, but you know things kept happening. The kids were going to school. Everybody was doing their thing out here. The youngest one, you know, he still got the snotty nose. All you moms know, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't like go back around. So the deep cleaning with the bleach has been happening. I actually have to get more bleach because I believe I ran out. And yeah, that's just been how the week has been overall, though. But like mentally and other things, we've been good. I've been good. And I'm hoping that you guys have been doing really well too this week. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things, you guys. You know what's funny, you guys? I don't know if any of you guys are uh, content creators on here. If you are, shout yourself out. And the funniest thing, so I wasn't feeling well like like maybe a couple of days back. I was like in like the, you know, heap of not feeling well. And I was like, oh, I don't have anything to post. I don't want to post. I'm not in the mood. But at the same time, I didn't want to leave, you know, anybody high and dry if they're looking for content from me. You know what I mean? And so I had a shorts that was in my, you know, in my playlist stuff that I hadn't posted yet. And I think that shorts, you guys, was sitting there. Hi, you guys. Hi, Hail Hatch. Hi, Hatch. I don't know if that how I think that short had been there for like 2 weeks, y'all. And you know, it was there for that long because really and truly, I wasn't sure if I was gonna post it. And it was one of the ones that I do where, you know, like what's in your bucket, what's in your container, what's in this, what's in that, right? And it'd be like the oddest things that's not really what you expect to be in that container. And I posted it even though I wasn't like sure if I was gonna post that one. And you guys, it got like over 1K. Like in a day. And that's the first time that's ever happened. And I see it's continuously happening now. It happened again today. And it was my shorts. And I was like, so if you guys are watching my shorts, thank you very much. Please subscribe if you like and continue to get more content like that. Because that put me in a good mood. You know, I was just like, okay, I'm happy about that because it wasn't what I wasn't going to post it. But because I was sick and I didn't have any new content to put out there, I did it anyway. And yeah, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, you guys, so that's been my week. That's been my week. I've been really chilling. Hubby's been taking care of us, you know, and I just been trying to stay positive no matter what. And you know, just being able to to give out what I really want to embody it for this channel. You know, I don't want to be a hypocrite, you guys. Like, I'm not the one to be out here like showboating for anybody and saying this all the positive things, and then things go down, like you know, I'm not really being transparent about it. Of course, I'm a very like personal person. Like you know, y'all not gonna hear, you know, y'all gonna get content, but y'all not gonna get like ultra personal things, you know, unless you know, I deem it fit, you know. That stuff will come about at some point, but as of right now, I feel like I'm good with kind of content putting out to you guys. And you know, being that I talk about a lot of not procrastinating and not, you know, just showing up for yourself and loving up on yourself. I make sure to do that in real life, you guys. Like that is the truth. Okay. And I'm just hoping that you guys are, you know, feeling that way about yourselves as well. Like you feel like you're taking from whatever videos you watch, even if it's not just mine, you know, whatever you're trying to get to motivate you. You know what I mean? I hope that you're actually not just sitting there scrolling and watching and actually putting into, you know, action the things that you want to see get done for yourself and accomplished, you know? Like don't just say you're gonna do things for yourself and don't do them, you know? Like there's no point to that. Like really and truly, like go after yours. Go after doing the best you can for yourself, you know, and fulfilling those goals and those dreams and just you know and just the everyday stuff, you know, like I feel like at this point in the game what we in we are in we're in April. We're in April, guys, and April is practically gone. I feel like I'm not gonna keep saying goals and all. I mean, yes, we have goals and dreams and stuff like that, but it's the everyday stuff too, y'all. It's the getting up and, washing those clothes you don't feel like washing. It's the getting up and, because y'all, that's never true. That is never truer than when you are sick mom. Okay, like when you are a sick mom, it don't matter. You still got to get up. You still got to do the dang on thing, for your family and your loved ones. And I just want all of us really to be able to go about, our self-care and self-worth and self-love in that same manner. Like, even if you're sick, you still got to get up for your family. You still got to do things, you still got to do the dang on thing for your family, right? So that should always be the case as well when it comes to the things you want to do for yourself. you know um it's so funny because when you men get sick, the whole world seems like it's falling apart, right? But for us moms, really and truly, and probably for those um stay-at-home dads, or just single dads, period, they understand as well. Like, even if you're sick, you still got to get up and do the dang on thing for your kids and for your loved ones. So, that is the same type of that's the same type of actions you need to take for yourself, okay? For your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, and your self-care and self-worth, y'all. Like, let's not forget ourselves because we are so wrapped up in doing other things for other people, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Like, can you honestly say, like, if you were going to receive a really big lump sum of money just on the amount of self-worth and self-care and self-love you show yourself, how much money would you really get? How much money would you really get? Like, seriously. Like, because we put effort so much effort into other people all the time, and that's a great thing. That's a great thing. But how about we just, put that towards us as well? Like, it's not enough just to brush your teeth in the morning and get up and go and do your hair and go to work. It's not enough just to do your nails. It's not enough just to, it's not just about the outer, guys. It's really not. It's not just about the outer things. Like, what are you doing mentally for yourself, physically for yourself? Y'all, I'm not an obese or overweight person, but I know when my body is telling me, girl, you better start walking, or girl, you better start doing something. And that is something that I definitely need to get on. That is something that's definitely on my list to do. I feel like so far in the year, you guys, excuse my voice, you already know, I feel like so far in the year, I have definitely I prioritize my hobbies and doing things for myself that uplift me and just keep me, inspired and just motivated. And I feel like I'm checking off the boxes slowly but surely of the things that I want to get done, but I have not yet tapped into the health part. Well, that's not true. I tapped into, like, I definitely have cut down on my sugar because, y'all, I just be snacking at night. I be snacking at night, and that's why I'm happier now that I'm living here in Tanzania. You guys, like, I do a lot of things by hand. Like, I'll make my own muffins, I'll make my own breads and stuff like that. So when I snack, I feel less guilty if I'm eating some muffins that I made by hand. I know how much sugar's in it, things like that. But really and truly, I just definitely need to cut more and more sugar out of my diet. It's in my and I don't take in sugar minus night. At nighttime is when I need my sugar. So I definitely have cut down on that. Hubby has helped because in the morning he does my coffee and stuff. So he definitely has cut down. I keep telling him, all right, one half a spoon of sugar. Like, I keep cutting it down, and yeah. So that part, I'm attacking, but as far as, like, physical, like getting up, going walking, I stretch. I stretch and it's minimal, y'all. Like, I do my last pee. TMI. I'm sorry. And it's really not my last because I drink water constantly, guys. And that's just how I always have been. I have water by my bed. I'm always drinking water. So, but I'm always like, I'll stretch. I'll get up, wash my hands, all the things, and I'll stretch, and then I'll go to bed. But that's about it. And I need to do more. And I know I need to do more. And in the past, what I've always done is, I basically have a party in my room. Like I lock my door, turn on some music, I might have some wine, whatever, and I just get down to get down. And that's just me. That's just how I always been. Because anything else is boring. Like so I have something that been wanting for a while, and I definitely need to get with it. And I probably will this week because the kids are out of school, and I know it's something that my daughter will be interested in doing as well. And so I am definitely going to start putting that in, regimen in my just my regular lifestyle. And I told you guys in the last video that when I want to do things, I don't do everything all at once because it just never ends well. So, because you end up, putting things aside, like, oh, you don't want to do this anymore. Like I don't pile up. I stockpile them like slowly but surely. Like my hobbies, for instance, I started off doing my crocheting, and once I got a grip on it, and I can just do it, I can even do it, just I can do it now. I've gained some certain amount of skill. Then I will add on something else if that's what I want to do. And then continue on and on and on. And even with the YouTube and again being consistent and intentional, after I, basically get to a certain point, that's when I'll add on something else, which, you guys definitely know when that comes. And I feel like the same thing about as far as health wise. Like I'll start off slow with stretches and then I'll add something else on. It's about starting and being consistent and then adding on. Once you start and you're intentional, then you're consistent in one part, then you add on more to your plate. I'm not bum rushing myself with a bunch of things that I want to accomplish throughout the year all in one month. That does not make sense. That is not going to help me or anybody else around me because I'm going to be a raging lunatic. Like, if it works for other people, then that's great. But for me, I need to, do, a portion at a time until I can manage that portion and then add on more to it and then so forth and so forth. And so that's what's been going on with that, you guys. I definitely probably not tomorrow, Sunday. Probably on Monday, I am going, that is my intention to start doing more of just the little bit of stretching that I do to, better myself for everybody else. For me and for everybody else. Let's say that. But yeah, so how about you guys? Like, what are you guys doing? And have you guys started anything that, you're proud of or that you feel like, you really felt like you wanted to attack this from last year and now you're actually doing it? Like, tell me, like, what are you guys doing? Like, yo, I'm so happy about y'all gonna be seeing my little creativities. Okay, y'all will be seeing it really soon. Yeah, this was not the week, y'all. I know I said I was gonna probably get this stuff out for you guys in the probably like the shorts or something, but it is not the week because y'all, this household was sick, still getting over it and all this stuff. So yeah, thumbs up the live, you guys. If you guys are watching, say hello. I don't bite. Let's talk about what we got going on. How was the week? What fun and exciting things is out there, you guys? Let me know. Y'all know I'm an introvert. I don't know what's going on out there in this world. But yeah, y'all. Ooh, my baby's asleep in here, y'all. But yeah, so that's what's been going on, you guys. And also like just planning different things for the family, like, just planning and, thinking about what we're gonna be doing. This was we would have done something this week, maybe something small. Had the kid, because they had like a mini vacation. But hey girlie, okay, say by me, how are you? How was your week? I would have done something with the kids this week, hubby and I, but we all took turns being sick. The kids still had school well into their vacation time because of the competitions. So, yeah, this vacation is just basically staying at home, recuperating. I make sure all the chores get done early on so that I can just chill out for the rest of the day. And that's basically it. That's how it gotta be sometimes because yeah, we were all just kind of sick and out of it. And I'm just now like, feeling, better. I was contemplating like, am I gonna get on this live? Am I gonna get on this live? But you know what? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fight through. I'm gonna get on this live because I enjoy my lives with you guys, and uh, you know, I'll be upset tomorrow that I missed it. But that being said, you guys, since the kids are out of school, I did tell you guys that I would do a couple of more lives, since I have their room for myself. And so I most likely will be doing another live on Monday. Monday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday. Yeah, I won't be seeing me. I'll probably upload something, but yeah, I won't see you live. I'm not gonna promise a live as far as this, but Monday for sure I will do another live. And yeah, if you guys have any subjects, yeah, definitely want to tap in on. Yeah, definitely want to discuss for Monday. Let me know. Let me know. And I can definitely consider that. Slow day, gloomy, great for napping. Yes, girl. Yes, that's how it's been. I don't. It's like a little. It was a mini rainy season here, and I don't think I've seen the rain in the past couple of days. So I think it might be over, which kind of bums me out a little bit because the plants, it's like you gotta water the plants, but it's okay. You guys, I don't know. I think one of my cashew plants is not doing well. I sent the lady a picture, so she's gonna let me know what's what. She might have to give me another one because all the other ones are doing fine, but it seemed like, and my worker told me it seemed like it was dying on the way to the house. So I hope not, though. It's a little sad, but yeah. And you guys seem to really love the videos with the chicks. The chicks are doing well. If you care to know, the chicks are doing well. They're about a week old now. Oh, a couple of days past the week. Um, but yeah, so that's what's going on over there. I talked to a few different people from back home, you know, this week. I taught you guys. I don't know about you, but I definitely have. I never grew up with a sister. Okay, I didn't grow up with a sister, but then later on in life, dad, may he rest in peace. He ended up having another family, and so now I have four blood sisters. And a brother on that side, and one of the brother and sisters are twins, and yeah, so one of the second oldest sister, there's only one boy. The second oldest sister, like her and I are, we're definitely taking time. We're being intentional and getting to know each other and stuff. And she's so cute, you guys. Like I think I fall in love with her every time I talk to her. Like, oh, like, and she was telling me how she was interested in crocheting and things like that, and we're just discussing it, and just that's basically been my week, y'all. It's been really easy peasy. Just trying to take care of ourselves here because get everybody through there, making sure my son is not grabbing the toilet paper to wipe his nose every 5 minutes without help, because then we won't have no toilet paper. All the things. And yeah, that's just been it. That's been it. Hubby has started to he started to do some more work on the house. That's always, I'm not gonna say fun, but that's always that's always something nice to happen, because we want to get done, y'all. We want to get done, and I know it's gonna take some time, but we've been discussing what we're gonna be doing and things like that. I know, like I have stopped like recording since, because you guys know I started coming back on YouTube in December 30th. And before that, I was doing, like showing you guys construction, all that stuff. But then I kind of stopped, you guys, because really and truly, I feel uncomfortable with people knowing the ins and outs of my home. Even if it's bare, like, you know what I mean? And so I stopped doing that. But I will talk to you guys here and there, and you definitely, when the house is done, you definitely will get, I believe, I will definitely find a spot, like a room that will definitely be for you guys. So you guys will have that room, you can see that room and all the things, and that's just, I don't know if that's the introvert in me, or if that's just the Haitian in me, or that's just the woman in me. I don't know, but I just like knowing that it's my family's home is our home. It's not like for the whole world to see. That's just not me. Um, but yeah, so that's what's been going on, you guys. So he has been working on that. We've been talking about the outside part as well, and yeah, I I did a haul for you guys yesterday. I think it was. I did a haul for you guys yesterday. Let me know if you like that haul. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's been a while. So for those who are interested to see what Tanzania has to offer as far as pricing goes when it comes to food for a family of seven, yeah, you can go check out that haul. And really and truly, that was not even that was a haul. That wasn't like a big haul. Like because we still had like a lot of things in the house already. That was like a regular schmegular, maybe a 2 week, 3 week amount of food worth of haul. 2 week, 2.5 weeks. Because we cook every day. So the produce you see, that's just that's not gonna be there too long. But yeah, you guys, it's not everything is fine. Everything's working out, and it's just a matter of keeping our mental positive, really, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like getting sick, like who does really, but I don't like any part of it. And for me, especially at night, which is why I was considering not coming on live today, because I don't know why that is. Like, it's not just me. It's not just me. Every time anyone is sick or have a problem, whatever it may be, it seems to be worse at night. And I know there's some kind of scientific yada 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 to do with it. And I think part of it is because you're laying down, and I guess I don't know if you're compressing your lungs and all that stuff. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'm already like feeling like it's everything is coming down. You know what I mean? Like I feel it as the night gets, because it's night for me. It's like I came on live at 9:30, so it's 28 minutes in. So yeah, it's 10 o'clock now. It's 10 o'clock now, you guys. So I'm definitely starting to feel the effects of being sick. But it's okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for you guys on here. Thumbs up the live if you haven't. Thanks for coming on here. Um, Let me know, you guys. Like, so how have you guys been? Like, really and truly, like, do you feel like you're winning, this year thus far, you know? And I definitely feel like I've been winning only because I feel like I have been slowly but surely mastering me, and I feel like that's such an important thing, you know. I don't feel like, there's so much more to learn about me. I've realized that. I realized as we continue to grow, we'll always learn more and more about ourselves. My soul aches to be back on the continent. I'm living vicariously through you until this winter, when when my return is when you return. Amazing. Yes, girl. Let me know. Is there any particular type of videos you like to see? Um, to get through. Hey, retirement rooted in Egypt. Greetings. How are you, sis? You guys definitely follow each other on here. Retired and rooted in Egypt. She has a great, an amazing channel orchestrated by me. But yeah, you guys. So yeah, I definitely feel like I've been winning just because I have definitely been learning a lot more of me. And because I told you guys, like what I tell you guys, what I tell, like what I encourage you guys to do is because I am myself going after those things. So I go after learning more about myself. I go after, encouraging myself, uplifting myself, and doing me, and just like taking care of these sick people in this household. As much as I definitely want to go after, pursue myself as hard as I pursue my family. um so yeah, so I just been I feel like I've been winning in that area. Like I've definitely been pinpointing the things that I like about myself, don't like about myself, like because y'all know, y'all know we're not perfect like that, you know. And oh yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like, thank you for your service. um, my best friend is too. Um, so yeah, you guys, it's just definitely finding out more and more about yourself on a regular basis and the only way you're gonna do that is if you're continuously trying to grow, continuously going after different things, and I guess that's why being that we're almost out of April, I'm okay, of course. Were there things that I wanted to accomplish before April? Absolutely. Absolutely. But am I discouraged by that? No, because I feel like even though I like to attack things little by little until I get a grip on it and then add more, then get a grip on that and add more, I still feel like, you know, I I'm doing things at the right pace and at the right time, you know? Um so yeah, so I just feel like it's so important, you guys. It's so important to just figure out what you like, continue to go after it. If you feel like you're not on what I'm gonna say on pace, because but if you feel like you're behind for your own personal growth, then do something about it. Do something about it. Put someone else off for a time so that you can pencil yourself in, pen yourself in rather. Like I bet you there's somebody in here who has all the time in the world for Bob, Joe, Sue, Lou, all the things, but yet and still you cannot find the time to figure out what you want to do with yourself, and I told you guys before, don't be giving away those days off that you guys have when you're on that 9 to 5. Don't be giving away days off all the time. I understand on the holidays, everybody want to do time and a half, get that coin. I understand, and that's amazing. We all need our coin. But don't always give your days off, you guys. Your body, your brain, your spirit needs rest. It needs rest. It needs relaxation. It needs time to rejuvenate itself, okay? And you need to spend time loving up on yourself, okay? Stop loving up on those dang on customers. Like, tell them how cute they are and all that stuff. No, 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 no. Go in the mirror, tell yourself how cute you are. And I'm good. How are you? Just love up on yourself, you guys. Don't give away your days off, okay? Those people don't care, okay? They do not care whether you come in or not because there will be a replacement for you like that, okay? If you are off, put that thing on vibrate and go to a museum, go ride a bike, go play, go do something that's gonna put a smile on your face, you guys. Put a smile on your face. I think that's the one thing that well, no, let me rephrase that. I do not envy people who are in the line of work where they do not smile, and that's like models and actresses or whatever they have to play something that's like, like smiling is contagious. Smiling is happy. Smiling makes you, like y'all, like find something that makes you smile, okay? Like lately I've been back on IG. So if you're not following me on IG, make sure you go follow me today. Okay. And I definitely upload things on there. Just cute things, cute photos, whether it's of the garden or whatever. Just things that, puts a smile on my face. So I feel like it might put a smile on your face as well. It might encourage you, it might uplift you, it might make you stir you in the right direction where you feel like, you know what, you've been sleeping on yourself for too long on certain things, which we do all the time, and just, go smile, you guys. Like, that's the craziest thing for me. I feel like no matter what I in life, and of course it's part of no, I feel like even though I wasn't wearing a lot of masks in the past, For a majority of my life, I was wearing a lot of different masks and just faking the funk and all this other stuff. I don't believe that my smile was ever part of those masks. My laughs definitely were, but I feel like I've always been the type of person to always smile. Like you're not gonna take a picture of me and I'm not smiling. I just can't help it, And I feel like a smile is definitely therapeutic. Like what you frowning for? You are blessed. And I'm not gonna say, because there's that whole thing about telling a black woman smile. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about genuine happiness. I refuse to be miserable and unhappy at this juncture in my life. I don't take yes. Why take everything so seriously all the time? Like it's not that serious. It's not that serious because you know what? We're gonna die anyway. I know that sounded kind of harsh. I didn't mean it to sound that kind of harsh, but it's the truth. Like you're gonna be mad and miserable, or you're gonna be happy and figure out how to get there, how to make yourself happy. Because in the end, we all don't. Nah, I'm not trying to be miserable for the next how many years I got. Mm-mm. That's not cool at all. That's not fun, and I'm a girl. I like to have fun. I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. And for those who don't, well, you know, oh, I wish I had some tissue. I got wipes. But yeah, you guys, y'all, I was so happy when I my purse, y'all. Hot sauce I bought. I was so happy when I found these at the store because I didn't. For some reason, I didn't think they had it here. I mean, it's not Bix, but it's the close. It's the version of. It's okay. It works. It definitely works. But yeah, it's definitely the wipes, y'all. You guys want to do a little what's in my purse? I've had to work on my face card. I used to have resting bee face. You know what? That's all right. That's all right. That's just the rest. That's just the rest. That's just how it goes. I don't think. Do I have resting bee face? I think I have resting paused face. Like whatever it was, it just stays there. So resting paused face. It's not anything. It could be a B face or it could be a happy face. It could be whatever face. But wherever I pause, wherever it stops, that's what's gonna be here. But I've been told, and it's absolutely true, that that I you can my emotions, my true feelings, my face tells it all the time, you guys. It's like, I cannot hide my disdain for anyone. If that's the case, I cannot like if my spirit don't take to you, then my closest friends would say, "Ooh, no." They will know, like they will know, like, yeah, because they read my face at this point. They can know my faces. They know, like, and I sometimes I swear I just be like, and but they're like, "No, your face look like." So maybe I do have that sometimes. It just depends. For the most part, is I feel like it's a paused face. Like I'll be paused depending on whatever I was thinking about. But if it's a new person or if it's somebody I don't like or whatever, you're definitely gonna know by looking at my face. And my face does things that I'm not aware of. Excuse me. So yeah, that's just it. Your face girl tells it all. Like can't keep a secret. Can't keep a secret to save my life over here. But it's okay. It's okay. You know. And I don't feel the need to work on it. I don't feel the need to. It is what it is. And really and truly, like that whole not smiling because you wanna prevent wrinkles. Like, nah, I want to make sure that I have a bunch of laugh lines. Okay, let me have my laugh lines. The other wrinkles you can keep if you want to, whatever. But I don't. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Like the guy at the cemetery is gonna plump you up anyway. Is that not the truth? Is that the truth? Am I bugging? Don't they plump you up with all that stuff anyways and try to make you look, whatever? Yo, so if you were that girl, if you are that girl, you trying to, not smile because you don't want to mess up you don't want your makeup to line up, you don't want to you don't want your get wrinkles on your mouth. It don't matter. They're gonna plump you up anyway, girl. You'll be good. You'll be good. You know. Right. I can't. One, two, three, four. But yeah, y'all. So that's just me. I want to laugh. I want to be happy. I want to smile, and I want to, you know, make other people feel that way too. Give them a reason to smile. Well, not everybody, just those I like and love. But yeah, y'all. So that's that. I just encourage you guys. I encourage you guys to, consistently, intentionally be out here trying to make yourselves happy and live light, feel light, and and pass that on to your loved ones and your kids and all that stuff. And really and truly, if you're not going after things that you really desire to go after, you're not gonna feel that way. You're not gonna feel light and bright and happy. You're gonna feel pressure, and you're gonna feel a little bit miserable. Like, because it's not fun to just be that whole just going doing things for other people all the time. And I'm talking about not people you love. I'm talking about like that 9 to 5. And and y'all, I'm not down in 9 to 5s. Okay, let's get this straight. I worked majority of my life. Okay, 9 to 5s, 9 to 9s, whatever the case may be. Okay. I stopped working when I had my third kid. Um, but yeah, like I'm not, and that was what 2000. Yeah, Twitchy is 2013, 2013. I stopped working traditional jobs, but yeah, it's not about working. Working is great. Having that great work ethic is great. Working, whether you're working for somebody else, for yourself, get that food on the table. You know what I mean? Get your coin. However, prioritize yourself too, because you going to work, yes, it's getting the bills paid, it's keeping a roof over your head and your family's head and stuff, but that has nothing to do with your self-worth. That has nothing to do with your self-love and your self-care. Well, minus the keeping your roof over your head part, you know what I mean? But we're talking about like really deep, like loving yourself. So definitely like prioritize that, you guys. That's why I say don't be giving away all them damn days off. Y'all, I have family members that do that constantly. Like, oh no, they're not taking their day off. They got called in. They're gonna take it, and I understand them. But like, come on, when are you gonna sleep? When are you gonna rejuvenate? When are you gonna wash your hair? When are you gonna feel how you want to feel? So yeah, y'all, I just feel like it's important. And I hope that it's important to y'all because yeah, it is 2025. If you are not team self-care and self-love and doing procrastination at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, you guys. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing another live for you guys on Monday. As I said, I'm not gonna promise tomorrow because tomorrow is Sunday, and I tend to just wanna, family out on Sundays. Not out, but you know what I mean. Like I just gonna just deal with my family and just call it a day. Because even right now, like they're in there watching TV together. So I'm in here with you guys. So you know that's what I plan to do tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing a date on Monday though. I don't know. I'll see if we do anything exciting during the day, then I'll record it for you guys and then still do the live. But yeah, y'all. You say out loud to yourself, you love you. Yes, yes. That's important, and whether we believe it or not, that we feel like, like we embody that, we actually do. Like our bodies hear that, our spirits feel that. It's very true. Very true. We tell other people all the time. Very true. Very true. All the time we tell people how we feel about them, how we love them, but do we sit there and do it to ourselves? And it's so funny when I talk to my best friend, I tell them like, okay, so I ask like, do you love yourself? And they say yes, but it's like, okay, well, how do you show that? And like, how do you do about self care? And I guess it's harder for men because they feel like that. I mean, besides they feel like the things that they do is just things that they just do. Like if they're going to go get a haircut, it's not because they want to do a whole self love, self care thing. It's just because they need a haircut or they're going to be looking grizzly. You know what I mean? So it's like finding the things that actually put the like make you feel that joy, make you feel that you know make you feel the way that if somebody else was to do it for you or say it to you, whatever, and that feeling that you would get, that but do it for yourself. So it's important for the guys too, like that self-care, that self-love is definitely important as well for the guys. And you know I feel like a lot of guys, they wait on their partner to kind of take over that kind of thing because they're just so uncomfortable with it. Some guys, because y'all, like my husband, y'all, he don't, y'all, I constantly have to tell that man, put on some lotion. And if it's not me doing it, y'all, it's not getting done. It's not getting done. And I feel like that's still part of, for them, it's like, that's just, it's not, they don't think about the whole self-love, self-care thing as much as we do, so it's a work in progress over here. Girl, like, it's serious. Like, can you please put on some lotion? Let me just do your face, okay, before you go out in the world. Like, let's show people you got a wife. It's a mess, but you know, work in progress, y'all. Work in progress. And my husband's older, so it's like a real work in progress. Stuck in their ways, but y'all, it's okay. And these days, I'm the one that do his hair. He had locks, then he took out the locks, and then we're gonna put locks back in. Now he's wanting to just get braided. It's a whole thing. But I mean, I'm happy that he's considering that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, of course, don't tell him it's self care, self love. Someone gonna be like, he's a Jamaican man. He ain't. Girl, you are not going out and be like that, looking all ashy and stuff. Okay, like please, please, please. Somebody's gonna think that you are straight up available because you don't look kept. You don't look kept. Like you gotta look too kept now. But I like a little rough man, but at the same time, honey, lotion is for everybody. Okay, and we cocoa butter over here, so it's not like it's smelling like, flowers and rainbows or nothing. Like, come on. But yeah, work in progress, girl. Work in progress. But yeah, that's what's been going on, you guys. It's just a matter of being intentional, making sure, things are getting done. This week was spent basically, making sure everybody was, keeping themselves as clean as possible so they don't attract any more germs. You know, these kids, y'all, and this farm life. Yeah. He's a reflection of me. Okay, yes, he is, girl. No, sir. He already know. Girl, you want to come and teach this man a little bit? No, just get it. I'll do my own work, girl. I'll do my own work. But yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. And I think as well. I think it's only partially because he a little light skinned, you know what I mean? And he feels like if the ash don't show. I see it. I see it. You know? So, girl, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but yeah. And he's always been like, a working, like construction type, get his hands dirty, all that thing. So, I mean, all right, I knew what I was getting, y'all. I knew what I was getting. But but yeah, so that is what's going on, y'all. That was going on. Just being trying to be consistent, trying to be intentional, trying to yeah, I got addicted to crocheting and I have to make sure that I, constantly like, kind of massage my hands and wiggle them out and stretch them out. Um, but yeah, so I just been intentional, you guys, this week, especially, making sure everybody's been, taking care of themselves, we're taking care of each other, and, just trying to not, because, when you're sick, you guys, it's easy to kind of like, everybody gets ashy, I know, right? It's easy to, you know, want to sink into the sickness and because I'm not gonna front like yesterday, even this morning I was like, oh, if I tissue, even this even this morning I was just like, I'm gonna stay in bed all day. Y'all, I was like, I'm gonna stay in bed all day today, okay? And then I started listing off to hubby like, but first I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, oh. Okay, then I was like, okay, well, your plan B. I'm gonna be back in the bed, showered and everything by I'll be done all my chores by 2 o'clock so I can get into bed early. And it happened. It happened. So I was, it's a balance. It's a balance. I got up, I got done what I had to get done. Did a wash. Made him his carrot and beet juice. I did the things. Okay, made muffins for everybody. I did the thing. I did my part. I did my part, and then I made sure the hot water was on. So that I was as soon as I was done, I was in there and then back in the bed chilling, y'all, because and that wasn't really too like, even though I did a lot today, feeling the way I felt, it felt like a lot, but it really wasn't too much. But it's like my regular stuff. But being that I was a little under the weather, um, the fact that I got it done out the way really quickly and then was able to be back in the bed and to relax by like late afternoon, that was self care and self love for myself. You know what I mean? The way I'm feeling right now, like that was what I could do for myself, and then basically just wait. Hubby made some soup today, and then I served that up, and then good was good, y'all. And that was the day, and that I think that was what really helped me to be able to come back on live today, is because I was done early. I was done doing everything early. So, and I got to come on here and deal with y'all, which I love. I really enjoy doing the lives, you guys. But yeah, so that was it, y'all. That was the day. That was the day, and I'm hoping by next week everybody is totally good. The kids go back to school on Tuesday. We go back to school on Tuesday. Are you guys that are on here? Are you guys doing anything special tomorrow for Easter holiday? Happy Easter to you if you are. Yeah, tomorrow is already prepped as far as what we're cooking and all this other stuff. Regular Sunday for us. But yeah, the go back to school on Tuesday. I'm probably washing their hair tomorrow. That's like the major task I'm doing tomorrow is washing their hair so that when Tuesday comes, I ain't gotta worry about it. Um, And even Monday, I can just chill. I really need to be on a schedule, but most days I wing it. It's easier for me because my children are young adults. Yeah. Um, I'm like almost there. I have the two oldest ones. They're what, 16 and 14. So yeah, but they go to school too. So um I don't. I mean, I wing it, but also it's like a winged schedule because I definitely always know what I have to get done for the day. And I pretty much once I get out of the bed, once my feet hit the floor, I go attack at everything. Okay, I attack everything so that I get it done out the way. I don't take breaks. I don't procrastinate. If I'm eating, it's because I'm already in the kitchen. And I mean, I take care of myself. I definitely eat and all that sort of stuff, whatever. But like, I try to get myself out the way. Like all the things I have to get done, I get it out the way. I do not like, and especially right now, to you guys, because we're under construction. It's not like I have the nighttime to do things because when nighttime comes, we have the light in the house, but like I can't go in my kitchen. My kitchen is an outdoor kitchen. Okay, probably next year we'll be dealing with the rest of the house, which includes the indoor kitchen. So yeah, like I get all my stuff done out the way, and then by the time the kids get off at school by 4, because my last year was both of them, but this year is just one of them. They stay till 4 because my oldest has like extra classes after school's over. So they all stay there till 4. And by that time, dinner is done. Everything is already made because when the time that they get home. Hubby gets they'll be home by 5. Okay, they say they get home at 5, but when they get home, it's time to shower, eat, relax. You know, and it gets dark fairly quickly. Not well, it gets dark about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there that time of night and it's dark. Yeah, there's lights or whatever, but I don't want to. I don't want to. So I get all my stuff done, and whatever happens after that, after I feed everybody, I can do whatever I want. That's how I take care of me. After I feed y'all, and then when the older ones come too, like they help out with the little ones. Like my daughter, she'll take like basically call it like the last shift with the baby. Like she'll and he's training and all that sort of stuff too. But like she'll change him for me and all this other stuff, and we'll put him to bed and then we'll put him back in their room for sleeping and things like that. So yeah, after that feed everybody, y'all, I'm done. I'm done. I'm figuring out what I want to do. I might be on my phone. I might be crocheting. I might be taking notes on my phone for whatever reason. Maybe figuring out some content, whatever the case may be. But yeah, like I try to. I don't. I can wing it. I can definitely wing it. But I'm not. It's not. I know what I need to get done. You know what I mean? I know what I need to get done. So, and during the day, the youngest two are still here. So they're gonna be like, "Mommy, I'm hungry," every 5 minutes. So it's kind of like, yeah, I try to get everything done, and you know, you know, I'm not gonna say I have a life of leisure because I got the other ones here still that I deal with, but at the same time, I'm not under anybody's like, thumb or anything. So yeah. This past week, you guys have been really liking the it's so funny. You guys have been really liking the shorts this week, and so I think I'm gonna do a couple more shorts for you guys and see what happens. I need y'all to be doing a little bit more of communication on these videos and these shorts. And I don't know, you guys. I've seen a lot of people like it was like a lot of people on the shorts this past week, and it's like y'all need to subscribe. I'm gonna send them a little message. I'm gonna send them a message like, thank you for viewing. Please subscribe. Please comment, like all that stuff. But I'm happy. I'm happy so far with all the subscribers that have come along, and you know, and it's weird because although I'm gaining more and more subscribers, it seems like for those of you who are content creators on YouTube, so you know that every year, uh, like your watch time for that month from last year, whatever, it goes away. You understand that. But I feel like it's the same thing with subscribers, but not really subscribers that are watching you, but like old subscribers. If they haven't, I guess if they haven't watched you for a time or something, then YouTube slowly takes them away. And because for me, it seems like every time I gain a few subscribers, I lose subscribers. And I know it's not the new ones. I feel like it's the old ones that YouTube is taking away. I might be wrong, but I think that's what's happening. So I'm like, I'm like at the cusp of reaching 1,500, but I still haven't gotten there yet because they're taking away as I'm gaining. So but I'm not pressed, y'all. Like it is what it is. Like I'll get there when I get there. I'm enjoying the ride thus far. But if you guys definitely want to help out, definitely share, comment, like, subscribe, all the good things. Get all your people to subscribe. And let's continue to grow this channel. I'll definitely keep saying that. But really and truly, I'm not, I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed. I'm enjoying this ride, and I feel like it's really helping me grow. And I'm hoping that it's helping you guys in some form or fashion as well. Anyway, yeah, that's the spiel, you guys. That being said, you guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing Saturday. Um, and I hope tomorrow is great for you guys. For those who go to church, for those who are celebrating with their families, enjoy that. Definitely take time to just think about all things you're grateful for. That should be something you do every day on a regular basis anyway. But yeah, you guys, this is gonna be the closing of today's live. And thank you so much for just coming on and, chat with me for a little bit. Thumbs up the live if you haven't already. Make sure to, subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share and all the good things. Be good to yourselves, you guys. Continue to go after your goals intentionally and all the good things, and especially if it's about your self care, your self love, your self worth, and not procrastinating when it comes to things that bring you joy. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys really soon. You definitely get an upload from me tomorrow. Um, and all the things. If you haven't, press the bell so you get everything when it comes in. Okay, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Be blessed, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.